Hello, I'm Chris. I'm going to show you how to set up configurable emails in your IBM Planning Analytics on the cloud environment. They're great to warn people of problems or let colleagues know something has been done. If you have any queries or you'd like a copy of the process, put a message in the comment box below. First thing, raise a ticket with IBM support to switch on the SMTP server in your environment. Then when that's running, let's create a new process. I've created a process called admin email, and there's no data source. But I've put quite a few parameters in. Who the email is to be sent to, what's the subject of the email, the body of text of the email, do I want to attach a file, and if I do, the name of the file, the name of the database that the process is running in, and the cloud environment, in this case Aramar development. I've added a testing flag so I can keep the files we're going to create to test the process. And we're going to create two files, a PowerShell command file and a batch file that will run the PowerShell. Okay, let's get into the script. In the prologue section, we set up the file path for the PowerShell and batch files that we're going to create. We set up the SMTP server, the email details that we want to send. We create the unique name for the PowerShell file and then set up the commands that will connect and encode our message. And then we write them to the PowerShell file with a couple of ASCII outputs. Then we create the batch file that runs the PowerShell file. So everything is ready to go. We just need to execute the batch file, which will call the PowerShell command file. In the epilogue, we're going to use the TI function, execute command, to run the batch file we've just created. We fill in the parameters. I'll send the email to myself. It's an error in an IBM controller FAP, and I enter the message I want my colleagues to see. Of course, in a real-life system, this TI process we've created would have these parameters filled by a watching process that was looking for an error status, say in IBM controller, that we want to alert colleagues to, or in a load process, or anywhere you want people alerted. So that's great. We can use this TI process lots of times in our solutions. And if I open up my email client, I can see the email that the process has sent me is there. So there you have it. Sending emails from IBM Planning Analytics in the cloud is easy, and it's a very effective way of improving your systems.